A few days ago, we checked out Jake Paul's reaction to Andrew Tate's latest training footage, and it would only be right if we look into Andrew Tate's response to Jake Paul's most recent training footage. It does appear this fight is becoming more and more likely to happen by the day, the main reason being it's one of the biggest PPV fights right now in boxing, whether you like it or not. Since their face-off, everyone is talking about how huge of a spectacle the fight would be, and that early 2023 is the best time to do it. Be sure to stick around till the end for the full details. Welcome back to Loaf. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and switch on the notification bell to receive updates on new celebrity videos. Without further ado, let's jump right into the video and find out Tate's response to Jake's recent training and how competitive he thinks the fight will be. From the last video we made about the pair, the main response was heavily on Andrew Tate's side with posts like, "In a world full of Pauls, I'll always route for a Tate, LMAO. First time anyone would want Jake to win. More like the first time Jake is gonna get his ass handed to him. The difference is that Andrew Tate is a fighter. Jake Paul wants to be a fighter. I see the dragon in Andrew Tate hurting Jake Paul." Before we go looking into their most recent training for the fight, who do you see winning the bout? And what would the outcome be? Clearly Andrew Tate has the ring experience, but Jake has specialized in just the skill of boxing for the past 5 years, so it's a tough call for sure. So as we've discussed over the past few years, Jake Paul has dedicated his entire life to learning the craft of boxing, and here's some clips of him recently training. He's also made it publicly known he's been sparring former world champions such as Steve Cunningham and Chad Dawson. For those who don't know who they are, the top elite boxers, which goes to show how serious he's taking the sport. Next up, we'll check out Andrew Tate's recent training for the Jake Paul fight and see how he looks on the pads compared to Paul.
Again. Jab. Kick up. Kick up. That's the hardest you can. Go again. Jab. 1, 2. Uppercut. 1, 2 hook. 1, 2 hook straight.
You can see how sharp and relaxed Andrew Tate is on the pads, which has come from his decades of experience sparring and kickboxing. I believe he's had over 90 plus kickboxing bouts and has won 75 plus. Let me know in the comments if this is accurate. Andrew Tate originally spoke about the idea of fighting Jake Paul and how he would absolutely dismantle him in the ring. We're on a podcast, he stated this.
I want to make something clear. I would still kick the living fuck out of Jake Paul. I'm not some washed up UFC fighter. I'm not smaller than him. I would beat the living shit out of him. And if he wants to fight, I'll fight him any day of the week and I'll fucking wreck him. And he knows that. However, I do understand what he's doing. I understand that he is very, very smart, even with his marketing angle. I'm just a YouTuber. You're not just a YouTuber. You're a full-grown man with the best coaches in the world who's dedicated his life to learning how to box for years. You know how to box. You're not a complete amateur. You know how to box very well. 3, 4, 5 years of training combat sports. You can box.
He's hitting the nail on the head. Jake is just a master at marketing and manipulating his marketing. He still even uses this "Disney kid is about to beat X," and it works because at face value it's true. When in reality, behind the scenes, which the mass won't be interested in, he dropped everything to focus on boxing, to become the biggest prize fighter, hiring the best coaches and team possible. He's even stated in the past he has over 30 dedicated coaches helping him optimize in every possible way. Then finally, for the last clip, a few days back, Andrew Tate sent a warning message to any future opponent as he's getting back in the ring.
Some people doubt my powers, think I'm old and past it. So it's almost like, they forgot I'm the top fucking G. So it's not a simple process, there's negotiations ongoing, working a few things out. But I will promise the world this. Whoever ends up engaged in mortal combat with me is going to be the worst fucking decision of their career. That.
It will be interesting over the coming weeks, months, what happens from the Jake Paul versus Andrew Tate face-off, as the entire internet wants and needs to see this fight. Two massive egos going head to head. This concludes today's video. Be sure to subscribe to Loaf for future celebrity videos, and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future uploads. Until then, see you in the next one.